Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma. Answer me this question. The stacks that we used to sell, were they 16 of these for 1 diamond? Can't remember. Hero Blender in the chat with the bananas. Thank you so much, my dude. Yeah, that is my question. Of course, we've literally just started, so probably only a couple of people are here. But if you happen to know, type it in chat. Did we used to sell these 16 for 1? Pretty sure we did. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, we have got some great stuff to do in this stream today. Valenti needed a break. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome. Here's a place for a break. I'll ask the question again because more people are tuning in. Do you know if we used to sell diamonds at 16... We used to sell copper at 16 blocks a stack? I think we did. Goofy me, thank you for 12 months with the Prime. Happy New Year. From you, it's your New Year. 1 whole year, even. Zed Sigmond says, yes, 16 aged to 1 diamond. That's what I thought. Well, now that we got the farm, I think I'm gonna change it. Eventually we'll go up to this price, but I think what we'll do for now is just halve it for the time being. I've already made some sales at this price. But yeah, we'll be steady while I'm getting set up because we got more to do. We got more to do with all of this stuff, and you'll see today what we're getting up to. There we go. As we're going to be working on it. Sounds like a fair price. 16 was for the amount of work that I had to put in. Now in the long run, I'm going to have to put in less work, right? Oh, we're not there just yet, so I figured we'll ease into it. And so these are going to be 32, but I did just sell a massive batch. So I guess like a discount for some who got it. I just filled this thing up forgetting that it was once a lot less. So yeah, 32 blocks, and then with time we'll slowly pump the price down. Anyway, we have got to fly over to Loglands, turn off the bone meal farm. I was thinking about setting up a T flip-flop there as well with a restart redstone signal. Just thinking, it might break when the server... No, I don't think this contraption breaks when the server restarts. You see, I've had my camera account on, and it survived a restart. I think, you know, I want to avoid this thing breaking. Now that has happened while these chunks have been completely loaded. I can tell you that because I have my other camera account on. It's over my shoulder. This is terribly loud, I know. It's looking down here, and this has been loaded the entire time. So somewhere in the last like 4 or 5 hours since I looked at it, this has broken. Huh. And it kind of looks like it's continuing to make cobble, even though I'm here. Interesting. Oh, immediate distractions, right? God, this thing is unbearably loud. Okay. If it's continuing to pump out cobble, I'm thinking that maybe one of the water sources here got erased. Or maybe I need to keep at it for a little bit longer. Okay, there's stone eventually. What on earth is that about? I'll have to get Cybot to watch this. This thing was all stone earlier, and it has been loaded the entire time, and then it has produced a whole bunch of cobble. I don't get it. Anyway, I don't want the stream to be about fixing this. Let's go turn it off. Get our volume back. And let me show you what's cooking over here. The Aeon King, thank you ever so much for 21 months, my dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Why are they all in a line, says Drowsy Frog? That's one of the mysteries. Why are those ones? Why is the cobble bad? Because you can't turn... you can turn stone into moss, but not cobble. Anyway, look at this. I was going to say it's been running. It's not running right now because I turned it off. This works. I found out the problem with the TNT duper setup is that I created this input protection spam, but actually part of the redstone would pull a signal from before where it was. So if you sent up multiple signals, you would repower our pulse extender, which would leave the piston extended or whatever the equivalent of it was. Also, at some point, I lost track of the fact that you're supposed to have a fence gate in there. So TNT would land on the ledge. It will never do that now. And I properly set up a input braking system. So the whole thing runs off of this input. One input. And as you'll see, the sticky piston will retract that. So the signal will... yeah, when it arrives, it will power that right there, which will then pull the block up. And it's not until... actually, does it work like that? Yeah, no, I described it correctly. It's not until this decay clock and the additional ticks from the repeaters have unpowered that the observer comes back down, hits that, and then puts the block back into position. I could just show you in action, right? I could just do that. Secret Agent, welcome to the chat. Akasushi Gamer, welcome. And Dashmac, welcome as well. CK Levenite, welcome to the stream. So yeah, the TNT dupers are now fixed and working to the point where, like, look at this. Just crafted insane amounts of stuff automatically overnight. So like, that problem is just taken care of. We never have to worry about using those materials and getting them, which is awesome. Now I just need the next build I'm going to do is not with this build palette. I need to start using these for my build palettes, right? Yeah, I tell you what, I'm not going to fire this up because I don't really want to spend much time here. I'm a bit traumatized from the amount of streams I've been over here trying to fix stuff. I wanted to fix off the moss farm because our camera account is going to move somewhere else on the server now. We're going to take it over to my base, basically. Right, and with all the farms and stuff turned off, we're done here for now. Did the auto crafters come in the new update? They're part of 1.21. Hello, Oops. Welcome to the stream. Right, I need to run the storage system again. I've just realized I planned on setting this off, but I won't be putting down my ender chest system, or I could put it down partially because I need to go do redstone stuff, right? I think we're going to do a partial refill. Okay, so I've got like all sorts of stuff here that I just want to throw away and not think about, right? If I'm thinking about it, we got a problem. Now that is an exception because that will go in the heads box. And basically, like, I leave stuff over here and then I have a rummage through just to remind myself, is any of this for a project that I'm working on? Am I going to need this where I'm going? Because some of these are related to projects and ones that I might not be finished on, right? Like this is the copper farm. You can probably tell from the build palette. Right, and then we got a couple of heads here as well. I got False's head. I sneakily got these as well. When the others are up to shenanigans, I'll happily sneakily pinch a hermit head. Oh yeah, it's in here. Here we go. So that I've sneakily got myself several heads, and we store those up here to be reorganized at a later date. Okay, the next thing I want to do is just save the sorting system from doing a bunch of basic stuff like filling up the cobble. Did you look into husk copper farm as I suggested? Was it too terrible, like the objective I used, says Exalian? I looked into it, and unless you could find a way to make a husk-only spawning platform, it was going to be... Well, it would be dreadfully slow with a husk-only spawning platform, right? So I kind of abandoned the idea pretty quickly when I realized how slow it was. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, that wandering trader. Still here. Yeah, so there's only so much of this I can be bothered to do. Basically, if we go over here, just drop in. I can even just drop in like partials. There's no reason I can't have a partial in here, right? You have to separate that like completionist mindset from time to time. Okay, everything else though we'll chuck in. Luna Cupcake, thank you for 3 months. Thanks for all the awesome chats, vibes, information, and good times. Here's to many more. Thank you, Luna. Appreciate you saying that. Okay, so we got all of these boxes over here, I'm pretty sure, are good. That one is obviously gonna stay behind. Oh, this one too, actually. And another one full of cobble. That doesn't really need to go through the system. Got space here. And it's kind of looking like that's it. I'll take the redstone. Okay, so with exception to these two, everything is going in the system. And I've still got 2 boxes here that need... Yeah, that one just needs to go in cobble. Cool. Right, it won't be long before we'll be out of here. We're just setting this thing up to run. Hey, has the server been updated? Not yet, not yet. Still waiting on a couple of mods for 1.20.6. And then we'll get going with it. Oh yeah, look. I'm probably be advised to sort this mess out too. Somehow. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of items coming out the other side of this that need like homes, places in the storage system. Right, that's one to go in. Try and get this a little bit more neat and orderly. Neo says meow, thank you ever so much for the prime, my dude. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Still double checking as I put them in. Yeah, all of that's good to be sorted. Before we head out of here, let's see. Right, so where we're going, we're doing redstone. That's no surprise, is it? No surprises there. Oh dear, I've left all of this stuff in spoiler territory. Give me a moment, peeps. I will have to change the stream for a second. I got everything ready but one thing. Wait, which one are we going for here? That one? Is it going to grab it instead of that one? It is. That's all you got for now. That's your entertainment for the next 2 minutes. I'm sorry. Sorry, I thought it would be amusing to put that on. NFS Grips as exclusive previews. Yeah, just stuff I want to keep off camera for the time being. Might be a while between this episode and the next. It is honestly, it is a little bit silly. Like, if I'd have thought it through for a second more, I probably would have gone, actually, you know what, it doesn't really matter what you're going to see. But I've done that now, so I guess this terribly uninteresting spot that I'm in right now. You'll have to keep guessing. Okay. We're good. I should really double check that. I had an issue with a shulker box earlier today. It was right in front of me when I broke it, and it took me like 2 minutes to find it. It's really strange. It just kind of plopped down behind like another block, and for some reason when I was running around it didn't pick it up. And then I was like, I've definitely got one less here. Like, what's going on? So I had to like double, triple check. Couldn't find it, and then eventually I found it. But yeah, it had a load of valuable stuff in, you know, so I didn't want to lose it. Okay. It looks so pretty. Love the texturing, says Cascadence. Thank you. Yeah, the base does look great. I want to do something different, and I think I might make a little expansion over here with a different build theme eventually. But we'll see. I feel like the whole starter base arc has kind of reached its thing, and my starter base isn't still quite finished, but you know. Anyway, so what I need to do now that we've got those back is grab some of these. This one can stay with us, no reason to change it out. We're missing a bucket of water. Any buckets lying around? Yeah, in here. So you can automate all of this sorting, but you still have to do a bunch of stuff. You still have to keep on top of it. Yeah, so there's just stuff here that I don't really think we need to put out to be stocked up. Probably dyers can go, and lights. Probably that as well. I think there was some scaffolding and stuff. Although I'm going to need scaffolding, so I'll take a little bit for myself before we go. That'll do. Okay, so those ones are there. Might have some leafy stuff coming through. Redstone I need to take with me. Brewing's probably good. There's going to be so much, you know, there's going to be so much random junk coming through there. I should really just play a game of, like, keeping what I know I'm going to need. Okay, some wood to get stocked up. We really, for what we're going to do, we really just need redstone and copper to begin with. See, I've worked out a lot about what we're going to do in my head. And that'll do. That'll do. Let's get it started. Kyrian Hug, thank you ever so much for 5 months, my dude. Appreciate you continuing to support the channel. I hope you're entertained and having a good time. So that's doing its thing. Although one thing I like to do is get rid of some space here straight away. Okay, I really do overdo this sometimes. There you go. Now there's some more space for some more if ever we drop some off. Which we probably won't, because we'll be away, busy, doing stuff. Okay, redstone box. Wonder what that box is. I've left a couple of these boxes like out and about sometime. Yeah, I'm gonna need some observers. I'm gonna need lots of dust, and I'm gonna need lots of pistons. Let's go check up on what we got over here. Like in here even. Pistons, not good enough. Honestly, I think I'm going to need a heck of a lot of stacks. The other thing I need a heck of a lot of is target blocks. In fact, I believe I can calculate to some extent how much I roughly need. Navia, you missed your school trip on Friday due to having repeated panic attacks in school. I'm sorry to hear that, my dude. Your sister is at a cheer competition currently. Cool. Yeah, sorry to hear you missed out on it. Any ideas for the copper shop that you want to share? Nah, not yet. Still working on it. I'm annoyed by the fact that like shops generally just boil down to like open a chest, put in your diamonds, take something out. So it's the other stuff around the copper shop that's going to be a little more interesting, I think. Right, so calculator. We need 11. No, not 11. We need 12 times 2 for pistons, 15 times over, 360. So that's like 5.5 stacks. So I reckon we make 6 stacks of pistons and 3 stacks of target blocks, which, because we're going to engineer some redstone kind of like impromptu, we may not need, but hey, is what it's made out of actually. Look, I'm not hurting, so we'll do it. Right, so 3 stacks of that. And then we got loads of cobble earlier. We got our wood farms for making pistons and stuff. I like how Mumbo's Gold Shop delivers the cart from the mines. That is a nice way to animate it to some extent, isn't it? I could do something with like minecart chests popping up and whatnot. I'll think into it a little bit. Always better to be over-prepared than under, says Luna. I have this strange impulse to always like try and get the exact amount of materials that I need, and it always just slows me down. So I'm immediately thinking like, oh no, you know, don't make 3 stacks. They'll be sitting in a chest for the rest of the season, which is true of like many resources in this game. They're just like, stuff is just gonna sit around until the rest of the season unused, right? That's just how it goes, but yeah, I have a strange impulse to do that. Anyway, stack of iron blocks, and then we need some wood. Like, what one over here do we have plenty of? Because we got plenty from, there you go, from our farms. What do we want here? No. Like that 3/4 of that makes, so every 3 makes 4, and we want 6. Oh, look at me making mistakes. So we've made 4 there. 5. 6. Right? That's 6, yeah. And it started filling up with more because of the sorting system. How cool. It's good for when we have the world download and it's fully stocked. I mean, if you want to play in the world download and take advantage of those resources, they'll be there for you, my dude. They will be there for you. Okay, I'm going to put down the redstone box there. And then pistons. Dang it. Dang it! Made a grave and fatal mistake here. Now we can make pistons. And more pistons. And we keep making the pistons. As you know, we had an auto crafter thing in the base here for potentially automating this, but unfortunately, it doesn't really compete with the crafting interface unless it's like really complex or it's automated, right? Like if it's coming out your farm and just magically turning into the item you want, then it's great. What are we missing here? Some birch. That's stack number 5. Well, at this point, we're basically emptying it, aren't we? Which reminds me to bring an empty shulker box or two with me. Always a good idea. And there you go. Whoopsie. There you are. So we've got 6 stacks in there. We've got all of our target blocks coming with us. And we're going to need a whole bunch of redstone dust. I'm still thinking it over. I'm still realizing, nope, we need more. Your computer isn't powerful enough for world downloads. Interesting. If you can play Minecraft, like, in Java, you should be able to play the world download, surely. I'm enjoying a cup of tea, by the way, if you hear some slurpage. It's me enjoying my tea. X, what's the origin of Corrales calling you Shishwami? Topmash used to call me Shishwambam, and Corrales heard it and called me Shishwami. 1 FPS at world spawn. Are you turning down like your render distance and some of your settings? Like sometimes you just gotta coach the system into it a little bit, you know. Kitty Gaming 99, thank you ever so much for 79 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you, thank you. It's like if you open up a regular world and you're getting, you know, 30 FPS, let's say. I can understand if maybe opening the Hermitcraft world gives you 20 FPS. But if you're getting 1 FPS, that sounds a bit odd. So, you know, you tweak the settings and you get it to have less impact on your computer that way. Simulation distance, but potato, always with the good ideas. Kitty Gaming 99 here for 79 months in a row. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Whew. That is pretty... Oh, excuse me. Mouth burp. It's pretty good. Your PS5 runs Season 9 world download. Awesome. PS5 even. Have I got everything I need? Nope. No. Not got everything I need. No. Need to go get more. We need... Probably don't need to take a full box, but I'll take a full box. We need that. We need actually, we might need quite a few observers, so I'll make a bunch more before we go. I can see us having... Hit it again. I can see us having observer issues here. Fozzie in chat, my dude, how are you? Nice to see you. 79 months is commitment, indeed. Tommy Guns with the Prime subscribing. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. On that road to 79. Are you making a commitment too, Tommy? I'm joking. I'm messing around. Thank you for the Prime, my dude. Look at that. Observers. We got them. Probably going to need some... need some repeaters too. Yeah, going to need more than that. Dang it. But then he says, Xisuma, do you think I should join Army Cadets? I'll leave you alone if you ignore this one. I just want your opinion and I'm sorry. You know, as a stranger on the internet who knows pretty much nothing about you, you know, you are a viewer, you're welcome here to chat and stuff, but like, I don't actually know you, right? I'm probably not a good person to ask. I also had no experience with being in the Army Cadets. So when you solicit advice from people, it's important that you consider who they are, you know, and how well they know you. If you ask an army recruitment officer, they're probably not going to tell you, oh no, I can tell you're not the sort of person. They want to recruit people, right? It's their job. So, yeah, I can't advise you. I would encourage you to seek out advice. That's a good thing, though. Seeking it out just from the right people. Let's see. Don't take advice from random people on the internet. Irony intended, says NFF Crips. And if I follow your advice, then it means I have to follow your advice because you're a random person on the internet. Oh, it's breaking my brain. We're going around in a circle here. Okay, we need some redstone torches, which means we need sticks. And we're running out of redstone again, basically. It's just an endless cycle of running out of redstone, it feels like. At least I'm thinking it through, otherwise we'd just be taking trips back and forth. So I will need Probably not that many, actually. Probably about 15. Oh, if you're wondering what that noise is... Oh, it's a ghost! It's a ghost. Darquelian, thank you so much for the prime. Billman68, thank you for 89 months. Whoa. We said 79 was commitment, but we got 89 right here. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you so much for the continued support. Have which farm drops been buffed yet? Sadly not. We need to update. We need to update and get that. Linty says, I have no one else to ask, man. I just want to follow in Wells' footsteps. You're the person I trust most on this planet. Yeah, again, like, probably not good putting all that trust in me, with me being a stranger who just chats to random people on the internet. I mean, if it's, if you want to follow in Wells' footsteps, then maybe ask Wells. Drop a comment on one of Wells' videos and see what Wells says. Anyway, right. Thinking through all the different things that we're gonna need, and we're kind of there, really. We're kind of there. But there'll always be something, so we'll fly back in a minute when I realise I've forgotten. Wells is not dead, just letting you know. Eesh. Pretty grim. Work is so crazy. I've been here this whole time and I'm barely able to say hello. If everyone is having a good day. Lightly Lucid, welcome to the stream. While you're working, apparently. Ion Soldiers, we are in 1.20.4. Haven't made the upgrade yet. Getting close. Got a couple more things figured out with it, but still it's just baby steps at the moment. Has anyone heard from Slipgate since he went sailing? I don't think personally, I know I haven't, but I do know that he's alive and well. I see that he tweets on rare occasions. I think he's well and truly gone. I think he's moved on from this chapter of his life. You know, the whole YouTuber thing. Which I applaud. I think, you know, being a YouTuber is a very magnetic thing. It is very easy, I think, once you find success at something, to stick with it rather than explore other things. Okay, here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to change the end of this so that it pushes the blocks up and then sends them back again. That's our mission for today. And I thought it would be really fun to do on stream because I understand rather well how this little contraption works. Not that it's a work of art or some sort of redstone geniusness, but once you get your head round a contraption... I didn't bring glowstone with me! Oh no! Oh no, I'm gonna have to make a trip back to my base. Oh dear. Oh well, let's, you know, might as well quit now, eh? Might as well quit now. Okay, let's look at the situation on here. So now when new blocks get pushed through, they're going to go up. Is there a clever way I could rig something up to do that for us here? I'm kind of thinking. Probably. Right, let's throw this down. That's the wrong one. Let's throw down that one. I'll forever be confused between the two. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, I'd have to remove this for a moment. And the one the other side. And that one. Oh, we're not doing that good. We're not doing that good. I don't really like the idea of dismantling this too much. Oh, of course it powers that. No, this is pointless. This is literally... I was saying all this stuff about knowing how this works, and the first thing I do immediately reminds me of how I struggled to get this thing going. Anyway, this will do the same thing here. right? If I remove that, that still pushes the blocks up. Still pushes them up. I think one thing I might be able to do is go all the way back to the beginning and just place them at the end, and then that way they would get fed up here, but... Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go grab redstone blocks. So if I put one on the side, that pushes, right? If we put in another one, it shouldn't push. Oh, it does. Okay. It pushes... Okay, yeah, I've got it wrong. It pushes 12. Not a distance of 12. So now we need a row of pistons all the way up there. This is why I brought scaffolding, peeps. This is why I brought scaffolding. This might not be as simple as I thought it was going to be. Just saying. Just saying. So we need a row of pistons there. That's not going to be difficult to put in place. What's going to be difficult is powering them at the right moment. Maybe. I might actually just have to power it off of what's going on down below. Oh yeah, now I need some of these blocks. I thought this was going to be simple. I thought it through a fair bit. And it's funny how in your head stuff seems to work, and then you get into the world and start to think about doing it, and it's like, oh no, I can't do that because of this, and then you're back to square one. Right, so this lot has to activate while the blocks are making their way up. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? This will be okay, I think. Yeah, no, I know how to do this. Right. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. There's a way to do it. Don't know why I couldn't see that in my head a second ago. As soon as I turned around, it was like, oh, there it is. No, we know what we're doing again. We know what we're doing. Just flip-flopping between idiot and genius, aren't I? I know how to do redstone. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on anymore. Wait a minute, it's so simple. It really is actually quite simple. Alright, here's what we're going to do. This whole row needs to be pushed out, by the way. We're going to put that there. Oh! These blocks won't oxidize faster because they don't have ones underneath. I'm pretty sure, though, if you put ones to the side, it would help. Don't know for certain, though. It might even be the case that stuff will oxidize faster if you put, like, another bunch on top. Should we do a test? Oh, my God. We're going to do a test. It's going to be so exciting. And you're probably about to see some spoilers, so we'll just go off in this direction for a little bit. Didn't see anything over there, did ya? I'm just going to use this space to do a quick test, right? Let's grab some copper. Boot. No, wrong one. This inventory would be so much nicer if it were clean right now. Okay. Weird question, but have you watched The Descendants yet? That is a really weird question, yeah. Like, why would you ask me if I've watched something? Like, you're assuming a lot there. You're assuming that I have eyes and I watch things. Jeez, that is a weird question. Do I like Pantera? I do. I do like Pantera. I'm gonna switch to standing. I've been sat for too long. My legs feel cranky. Could you add a copper wall to solve that issue, perhaps? Oh, I don't know. That's why I wanted to go test a couple of things, right? Right, let's do this. Let's go game rule, or yeah, random tick speed 0. Let's expand. Let's do 11 in each direction. Copper block, right? come over to this one, actually there, and just go. Then we're going to should stack that twice actually. Now we're, well, not for that one. Anyway, replace the copper blocks with oxidized copper. Then go. Then do that. Right, then for this one. Okay. Now the next test we'll do over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go expand 11. And that direction. Okay, then we'll go. Okay, now we'll do set oxidized. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go. Okay, then we'll take this spot. Replace with copper blocks. Right, now let's set our random tick speed to 300. Stuff starts happening, doesn't it? The only thing with this one though is that we can't actually see inside to know if it's aging quicker or not. See if we can get that going even faster. Wow. So just comparing it to like the outside over here. Oh, this one ages quicker, right? Oh, that's got to be aging quicker. Okay, we need to stop. Wait. And then that one needs to go back down to 0 for a second. So like, let's quickly just grab this. Oh, it's faster, isn't it? It looked faster and it is. And vertically, I think we've got... Oh, do you know what? I did that test wrong, didn't I? I put them the wrong way around there. Huh. Did these ones sort of the wrong way around. Well, it'd be pretty quick to do that again, wouldn't it? 3, 4, 5. Using stack might be a lot more helpful here. It's funny how world edit works, because like this would have been the better way to do it from the beginning. So I want that, and then I want the wedge. Calling it the wedge. So if I use this and stack 11, then do the same thing upwards. Okay. Now let's do, and then tick, sprint. So with the one on the right, we can only sort of look at the edge pieces, but like immediately we're seeing these ones faster. So yes is the answer. We've got a way to make this run even faster. That is superb. That is knowledge. That is absolute knowledge. We need to do game rule random tick speed 0 or 3. Put it back to where it normally is. Okay, so we are incentivized to both put copper on top of our system to help it age, and when it goes upwards we can put it either side as well. That is really, really cool to learn. Now the only thing about what we're going to do on Hermitcraft, I had a little hesitation about going up so high. And I think it was because of this stuff not having blocks either side of it initially. But now I'm wondering, what are the advantages of this staying low? Okay, because it would be nearer to other copper in theory. If we're going to put like a layer here, if the next blocks came through on top, that would be great. The only thing is they would push this redstone off. But I think I can just simply move the redstone back by one. But then... I still need 2 ticks of delay here. That's very important. I could, you know, have it come off the side and wiggle around and it wouldn't really be too much of an issue. But to do it elegantly, I don't think there's actually a way. Anyway, then we would want the next set of blocks coming through up here or there. I think it might not be worth trying to get it particularly close to this level. I think it might introduce a lot of headaches that aren't really worth it. Could I use cut oxidized copper to save material? Quite possibly, but I think I'll just stick with what I got for now. Oh, I wish I'd have thought of that before. It'd also help you distinguish like what parts are you know, the aging blocks and what parts are not. There's also another reason to go high up, which is that it needs to be high for the blast chamber I'm going to put at the end here. Now I can do this 2 ways. I can have this one go back across and drift downwards, so it's 12 blocks high at the end. Yeah, you know what? I don't think there's much advantage to making this like that high. So rather than go for maximum height, I think what we'll do is bring it down to a level where it will cruise over the top of this quite easily. But you know, we're not going to get it like block for block. Or maybe I will just leave it like this. Yeah. Maybe I'm just overthinking everything. It'll be fine, whatever we do, really. Okay, so we now know that we're going to enclose all of this with more copper blocks eventually. And now, though, we want to get back to the task at hand. So, somewhere around here, we want to emulate that again. So we're going to have like a power source on this side, a repeater, and then an output on the other. Now, we've got to remember that this layer here will have blocks for oxidizing, as it will above. So we're going to have a repeater there. And I think this could just be a redstone block, really. Which I already had on me. Put the redstone on the bottom observer, then rotate the top observer. Yeah, I think I'm past that bit that I was wondering about. Okay, so like power goes into that block. Whoops. Then it needs to come out the other side. And it needs to power all of this up here. Almost feels to me like it's going to come out the side and wrap over the top, I think. Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to go. So we want the redstone to get up here. Going to double check how we've done things before. So we had things coming out the side. I can actually just pick it up from the side again, can't I? So if I put that there and the redstone appears here, I don't think we're going to bub power anything or do anything of the sort. So the observer can then pick up the signal. and we'll go up twice. In fact, we don't need to go up twice. Do that. So now all I gotta do is break that. There you go. So now they're all gonna get pushed out. Brilliant. Oof. To trigger this, break that one. Yeah, and that's going to do its thing. It's going to send them up and then send them across. So now we've got to build this thing going all the way in that direction. But I just realised that I really need to nip to the toilet. Need a wee. Peeps, stay right there. I'll just be quick. Don't worry. I won't be gone for long. I like this chat message. Incoming call from nature. Yes, I just had an incoming call. It just hit me. All of a sudden I was like, oh, I need to wee. Not that you needed to know. Is that always in loaded chunks, says Jeremy. Yep, this will be in loaded chunks. It's a good question though, because with Bobby mod, technically stuff can get pushed out of loaded chunks, right? Okay, so, next thing. Now we're going to flip the design to some extent. When we come back over to this section. I'm just looking at the alignment. Because it's perfectly aligned, I think we're pretty safe to put the exact same amount of blocks going across in here. Rolandster says, just joined, what are you building? We're expanding our copper aging facility because I found a way to like fully automate this. So, in order to do that, we now need to bring the copper back down to that end. But the fact that it's massive will actually aid it pretty well. So it goes as far as that, and then we need to build this but flipped. It needs to push down and out. So what we got here is the pistons, the blocks we're pushing go down and across by 1. Let's get another bit of scaffold here. You found an alternative for Bobby mods. Well, Bobby mod is running like so well that an alternative isn't particularly enticing. Not knocking it, just saying for Bobby mod there was something called Distant Worlds or something that was just like pretty horrendous. The way it performed, what it did, and then Bobby mod. Oh, by the way, it's Bobby mod with Nvidium, just everything so slick and smooth. That, like, you know, I'm not really bothered about an alternative. This works well enough, I find. Okay, so our pistons need to be in these positions, I'm pretty sure. And we need to learn things about constructing this, because we're going to have to construct a lot of it, right? So, like, can I put these blocks into this position while... Yeah, these ones are facing downwards, I can. That's a nice little way to build it. We can put all the pistons in place whenever we have to set them up. Becca11, thank you for 44 months. 44! Ah, a copper opportunity for a joke. Why did the copper go to therapy? He had some serious isolation issues. Sorry, I tried telling a copper joke, but it just didn't resonate well. I don't know. That makes no sense to me at all, that one. I thought it was going to have something to do with police. You know, a copper. The old Bill. No idea. Still got that on for some reason. Turn that off. If I knew Redstone, I'd have a Pixel Riff Copperfield machine, but since I suck, I build and I wait for its age on the build. Well, the method that I showed last episode after we built David, honestly, if you're like someone who's got a farm that you AFK at overnight, it's a lot better. But like, what stops you from building his farm, man? He's made some amazing tutorials on them that will explain how it's all done. Okay. But I'm looking at this like it's part of this section. It's nothing to do with this. It's at the end of the upwards section. So then at the end of this one, we need to parallel what we have going on down below. See, scaffolding is the kind of block where, you know, if you're going to lose some bits of it, you just let it go. But I'm me, and I spend too much time faffing around trying to pick it all up. It'd be nice if it just sort of dropped into your inventory. That would be a cool perk of it. That just found its way. So, we're going to take the incoming... Well, do you know what? It's almost like this, but we need the 2 ticks to go down and the 1 tick to go up. So it's going to end up looking very much like this, I've got a feeling. Interesting. Also, where am I? I'm supposed to be on the other side again. Oh, this is getting annoying. I need, like, walkways on this contraption or something. Oh, we also ripped out our lights over here, so at some point we're going to have to put glowstone back in for them. Marshmallow, thanks for wishing me good luck with the builds. Have a great rest of your day. Can't lose valuable scaffolding. It's literally disposable, but I just have this, like, order mentality all the time. It's so silly. So, target blocks are going to be for this one, I'm pretty sure. This really is going to end up mirroring, I'm pretty sure. Let's go grab some target blocks. And, you know, I chose to do this in survival. It probably would have been 10 times quicker to do it in creative. It always is. Yeah. I'm not really seeing... Well, I'm seeing a couple of ways I can wire this. I think I might be better off starting here. So, let's say this is our observer. No, not observer, sorry. Repeater. I'm going to use an observer just for my sake of use. So 1 goes above and goes straight over to those. They fire first. 2 will go down, which will put it level 1, 2 with that, which means the block that's powered is going to be at this height. So that'll be where the redstone goes across. And I think it means it's just like that. It's... Okay, the target blocks are going to be directly underneath. So they're going to be like this. I'm really hoping, once we've got this sussed, it's going to be quick to build all of it. I think this faffing around is because we are up here, you know, building it live, and then once we know what the shape is, it will come together a little quicker. Okay, so that block needs to be 1 lower, right? Yep. That's where the torch is going to go. Then have the torch. that. Make sure we got loads of repeaters. Don't worry about that. Got loads of observers too. Good. The music is kind of funky today. Yeah, we're listening to some Frank Klepacki. I put some on the other day and I just kind of got the itch to listen to some more. So, torch there. Downwards facing observer. Here and here. Is that right? Nope, this is wrong. No, wait, no, that's correct, that's correct. What am I on about? What am I not seeing here? Oh, I know what it is. Right, we're flipping this so that the 2-tick delay goes downwards. That's what's catching me out. Maybe it isn't. I keep telling myself that there'll be 2 observers facing downwards, but it don't look like it. Okay, so there's that element of it. See, here we've got 2 going up, and we need it to be flipped now. So we can put 1 here, and then get it to its destination easy enough. It's just going to be like that, really, isn't it? And 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Just enough. Wow. Could even put a copper block there if I were super paranoid, but we'll do that. Yeah, and that definitely can't go 1 block closer. So now we need 2 ticks going downwards. And without it sticking out an extra block. I think it's going to have to come out where the scaffolding is. And then go down. Although that would then power that piston. So that's not good. Okay, I think I know what to do. It's just going to look a little less elegant than I thought it would. For the person asking in chat, the music is written on the screen. If you're not aware. If you just pay attention and look at it, you'll see it's written there for you. And Donaldo says, what farm is that? I want to know. It's my copper aging farm. Okay, so we need... and we're literally designing it right now. We need that. And then we're going to need... Yeah, that has to stay there. We need a block here. So this is just like a little on the ugly side, but it'll do the same thing. And that goes all the way across with the target blocks. And that, in theory, works. I need to put it to the test a little bit, but in theory it works. Looks good, so let's run through it one more time. Blocks slide across. Update goes to the top. They get pushed down. A tick later, this gets powered, they get pushed across, and that's it. Not bad, I'd say, not bad. I'm guessing possibly another thing I could have done to make it look more like the redstone we got down below is put the redstone on this side, and then it would come into here, and potentially, you know, it could look almost the same as that. But I think at that point it's a bit of a vanity thing. And I don't know why we would be trying to achieve anything like that. We could also possibly have the observer come out the side here, but then it might bud power the piston, which we don't want. Well, actually, technically, I think the wire at the top bud powers the piston at the bottom. Probably a good reason to actually test this next. Don't want any bud powering going on, do we? Right, let's go run this thing and see what happens. Let's double check. All of that's good. The push block's up. What's going to happen though is because we power everything at once, we're only really going to be testing this bit right here. So it's probably not worth going down to the other end of the farm, actually. It's probably worth me just doing this and then checking that it works there. which it appeared to do. Looks okay to me. See if we can see all of those pistons fire though. There's another way to do that. Did it look like they all fired or did they not all fire? Oh, they all fired. Okay, okay. I want to check the one at the very end though. Like, let's focus on these ones. Ah, they did. Okay. And there you go. It's ready for the next segment. So we just got to keep doing this basically. Will you add more than 2 rows, or will this go in straight back into the blast chamber? Yeah, it's going to go back to the blast chamber so we can recycle the items back to the player. So the blast chamber is going to be about here somewhere. That's the idea anyway. Right, I'm starting to think though, as we build this, it might be better if we just build the platforms the copper's going to age on underneath. I think I want to give that idea a try actually. It's such an impulse of mine to stick to like, no, every block must be copper because we started it that way. Alright? So if we come back over here to our testing facility, let's go ahead and set that to copper. Let's also do... set that to 0. Okay, this one will do the same thing. Oh. And then on this platform, we'll do oxidized cut copper. Game rule, random tick speed 300, and then tick sprint. Looks very similar so far. Oh wait, did that not work? Tick sprint? Oh, you got to enter 1 day, or however long. Let's just do 30 seconds. It's looking very similar, isn't it? So when you put in 30 seconds, it's 30 game seconds, isn't it? And the fact that we're running this 100 times faster kind of gives you an idea of like what 120 seconds is times 100. That would be how long it took. Now, in our test here, it actually went a little slower on the left, I noticed. Let's go ahead and set these to copper and run it again. Oh, without the bit in the middle. My bad. Okay, and then... see which one comes out on first. Remember when Mumbo blew up his base? What season was that? It does look like it's in second place again, isn't it? The cut copper is in second place. But ending way closer. Okay. You wouldn't expect there to be much difference. I'm pretty happy with that test. So let's set random tick speed back down to 3. Huh. Right, so in order for us to save blocks, we're going to use cut copper, right? Ah, look at me. I brought my stone cutter with me. Cutting stone. Does it also cut copper? Apparently it does. So you get 4 of those, or 4 of them. Part of me wants to use the new block, but no. We'll go with this one. Liger Gaming in chat, 49 months. 4 years, yes. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Does it work with slabs? I'm gonna guess no. Now you got me wondering. We have to do another test, peeps. We'll keep doing tests. Either way, I'm going to use these blocks, but let's try Set. Oh, I didn't do double slash. Oxidized. Cut copper slab. Type. Top. Okay, now we want game rule. Random tick speed 300, and then looks like it influences it even when it's a slab. Wow. That's something to be learned right there. It's even getting going a little faster, the slab. I'm sure if we did it again, it wouldn't be so one-sided. Wait for the sprint. Oh, actually, we don't need this. Dang it. Place copper block. Oh, good to know that it works with slabs. And it's going faster with slabs again. I wonder, like, there's 5 blocks between these. I was just wondering if... What if I had that number wrong and it was supposed to be 6? And, like, there's a lot of influence coming from that direction over there. But so far, it's like... Slabs is actually doing better each time, which is kind of weird. Huh. That's wild. Run it again. Ah, now this time the one on the right's getting a bit of a head start. There is some like weird influential thing where you'll notice how the next aging step sort of appears like not where the other ones are, right? So that time very even. Okay, so now we go that and tick sprint again. So like at the moment it can all convert anywhere. Now one's appeared in the top right corner because there wasn't anything else holding it back. So notice how like the one stage holds back the next stage. And once there's enough space around it, then the next stage can start to appear again. So it's like when you get one of those just not popping off in the right spot, sometimes it can give it a bit of a head start or something, if that makes sense. If I sat down and thought about it, I could definitely explain this more elegantly. Maybe I should go a little slower. Like what we're looking for is how once we've got enough of these ones, the next level will appear as long as it's not close to one of the previous levels. So when you get them like in the middle, it slows down that process around it until that one there. That's a perfect example. You can literally see the diagonal shape for a second there that it influences it around it. So you have to wait for those ones to disappear for the next one to get going. That's how the code behind it kind of plays out in the game. Where's our random tick speed? Turn it all the way back down. Anyway, slabs does not make a difference is what we learned there. It's just that kind of mechanic. You can easily make the mine game now with copper. The mine game? What's the mine game? Is this why folks space out individual copper blocks to age them faster? Yes. But it's a double-edged sword. Because then you have to put in all that effort to doing that, you know? Right, so now I'm just wondering, when I build this section, I think I'm going to use that stuff for the redstone bits. And then the platforms that they age on, we'll use the other stuff. So I probably want to pick this thing up and take it with me now. Because don't we get like a lot? We get 4 times the amount of that. Okay. So now we just want to plot out the platforms one by one and do the redstone after, I think. this is the way to do it. So then that block there isn't actually a part of this. Ed Helen, thank you so much for 2 months of support. Tier 3 subscription right there. Appreciate you, my dude. Are you playing on the Let's Play Minecraft Together server? I hope you are. Good morning. Have you 100% the Isles of Sea and Skies yet? Not quite. I've got like 5 stars left, maybe 4. And I know we're like a third of the, no, 3/4 of them are. Like they're all in the Dragon Island, which I'm doing at the moment. I've got a couple of puzzles there to solve, and then there's one somewhere else. I just can't remember where it is. But yeah, occasionally I just pick it up and chip away at the puzzles. It's good fun. So here they're going to slide all the way over the top of the pistons, aren't they? So do that. Alright, and that is actually done properly, and it feels weird. Why am I not using the slabs, Lucaro? Just because... I might put the slabs on top, it just... I don't know, I feel a bit better. You know, like, aiming slabs can be a pain when you gotta, like, aim round corners and under blocks and stuff. I just figured we'll go with the full blocks. Okay, so... Huh. Let's count the platform. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is kind of awkward now because of the block type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to there. 11. We only placed 10 of these, I guess. That'll be directly under here. There's gonna be no fun, easy way of putting all of this together, is there? We're just going to always be counting, I think. We know the number is 10. And if I wanted to, I could... See there, we didn't have a gap because we had pistons. I could leave a gap if I wanted to. I'm not sure if that really makes too much sense. In fact, it might make it a heck of a lot easier to not leave a gap. This is going to be easier if I build it from the other end all the way up to here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So the pistons, the gaps are in line, so I'm in the correct spot again. I am definitely going to mess this up if I go all the way down to the other end. I know that. I don't think there's a quick and easy way for me to do this, sadly. Oh, I want to see. This is why we need that ability to just place a block below where you are. It'd be so good. Like every time I'm going to have to pillar it. Well, actually, there's a way I can potentially not mess it up. As long as I give this some exquisite attention, chat. 10 scaffolding up on each platform. But you're thinking what I'm thinking. It's just where I go up from. So if I go down, oh, I still feel a bit odd about this. If I go down to the very beginning, and we find this block here. 9 blocks, and then we put the target block in and the piston. We can do that. So I find that, I go up by 9, target with the piston on top. I'm going to leave that there so I can free cam and remind myself. There was one more important thing I need to do. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I counted it from the back of the piston. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should be directly below the target block. Okay, and then I think it's 10 or 11 blocks of that. Oh, this is going to be awkward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now we go and put the piston down. And we go 11 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Beautiful. Right, let's now put these particular blocks into place for the next part like that. Lovely. Should be making our lives a lot easier now. Raven 72999. Thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, entertained, and all that good stuff. We got over 1,100 peeps tuning in today. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with me on this Sunday morning. Midday, actually. More like early evening now. My god, the time gets by quick. Is this an automatic copper farm? Yes. When we are finished with it, it will be an actual fully automated aging system. Where you don't have to break the blocks after. This is Red Alert 2 music, loosen up. Red Alert 2. You know you can count and the small blocks and divide them by 2. Yeah, I could have done that. Could have done that, couldn't I? Yeah, let's keep it going. Goes to 1080p, Twitch goes to 360, constantly having to fight. It might be because it's optimizing for your bandwidth. Like if you can't keep up, it just drops it down. You were right, sweet, sweet nostalgia. Isn't it just? Minor Thoughts says, oh, great means to think alike. I've built one similar, only mine is vertical. I'm following the process like step by step, and if I started again, I would do it quite differently. But I don't mind that it is this way. It's going to achieve the same thing as like a more optimal design. But it's kind of fun to just do this here on Hermitcraft and like have a big novel contraption. Go with it. Right, now we need to make more of this stuff. $12 each. And we got some cheers and biddies. Noises in the ear. It's Daredevil2300 saying thanks for the stream, brother. In ear only while at gym. See y'all in a bit. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate you dropping some biddies and yeah, enjoy the workout. Enjoy it. I've done mine for today. All I got left on the list is a good old cycle, which I'll do after this stream. I got on my electric bike yesterday. Haven't ridden it in a while. I had a puncture. Been using my old bike. And man, like the bike felt lighter. Hey, there we go. All lined up correctly. Now, I think the next bit we want to build is this redstone here. And that will involve scaffolding up. So we kind of want to figure out the flow of getting these blocks sort of in the right space, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I went on my regular bike and... Sorry, no, I went on my electric bike and I could just turn off the electricity to it and like pedal as hard as I could and it felt like the bike was lighter. So I know that like the last couple of weeks where I've been cycling a lot, I've made some gains, made some strength there. Definitely feel it. Because my electric bike is heavy. Like a heavy bike. So you have to put some oomph into it. Right, I'm trying to free up a little bit of space to some extent. The next bit we're going to build, we'll use the regular blocks. Put away those ones, because we're doing redstone now, so we've got to go create this over and over again. It's probably going to be easier to do the second bit with the pistons when more of the underneath platform is built. But the bit on the side, I think, is better to do first. So we need observers, lots of redstone, repeaters, right. So these three things and those, like we've got what we need. Now we need scaffolding to get up there and do it. So the place I want to start don't exist. If I'd have done that on this side, that would probably have been way more helpful, you know. But it's pretty much here each time, I think. So if we go straight up, we're going to be underneath there. So I think I want to come out by one. But you love your electric bike. It's a heavy beast. They are, aren't they? Oh, again, I think actually having that on this side would have made a huge difference. I'm going to go back to the beginning and just do the same thing again. That would have made all the difference. Basically. What am I after? These blocks. And then we had those and the pistons, right? So like we did before. Oh, that's all ready for a good go. And all of this is in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we start with that. Go back by 11. Are electric bikes easy to repair, says Luna Cupcake. Depends which bit you need to repair. They're pretty much the same as a regular bike, apart from the pedaling part. It's like if you need to repair the electronics, probably not. If you need to repair a puncture, probably about the same. Oleg says, that's my job. What? Repairing bikes? Cyclists of the world salute you, my friend. Xisuma, will you be doing a tutorial at some point for this in the future? I think the problem with doing a tutorial is just that as the level of complexity increases, it's harder to make like a proper follow-along reliable tutorial. So it becomes quite daunting, but like what I might do is just make a showcase on it and be like, look, it's like almost a tutorial, but like you're gonna have to download the world and look at this thing yourself, but like here's an explanation of everything. I might do that. Do you find e-bikes any good for losing weight, says Iron Soldiers? Well, the way you lose weight is by consuming, wait, let me word this correctly. By using more energy than you consume, yeah? So, depending on who you are and what activities you like doing, what food you like to eat, etc., you need to find the things that work for you. So if you're really into like being outdoors and moving around and being energetic, then an electric bike might be a good fit. You might find a regular bike just works better. But it's about using more energy than you're consuming. That's how you get weight off of your body. So for me, I like running, I like cycling, I like walking, and I know how to calorie count, and I've just found what works for me. I like I said, those activities. I do those, I burn off energy, and I've got a Fitbit, so I get a good idea of like what I'm doing each day, and then when I make my meals, I know roughly how many calories there are, and I balance it out. So I'm just in a weight maintenance most of the time. If I want to put on weight or take it off, I know which way to swing. So you just kind of want to like think about where you are right now, and if your goal is to lose weight, then you need to figure out how you can start pulling on the levers of perhaps eating some less and moving about some more. You know, you don't have to go extreme. It's about lifestyle. It's about something sustainable for a long period of time. So you just, ratchet up those things over time in the direction that you want to go in. If you're trying to put on weight, then you need to get into a habit of choosing different things to eat or eating more, etc. But yeah, like, I can't tell you that an e-bike is good for it. If you don't like getting on a bike and cycling, it might not be the one for you. But maybe watching a TV show on a treadmill, getting in extra steps, that might work for you. A normal bike will spend more energy, but an electric bike will have outsized exercising more often. It might be worth it. The reason I got an electric bike is because I did my knees in, and regular cycling wasn't helping at the time. And I thought, this is kind of good, because even when I'm better, it can help me transport more on it. Because of my e-bike, I can go shopping, and I don't like driving. I don't want to use the car as much, so to me it was a good choice. It helped me get around when my knees weren't so good. They're better now, and it helps me go to the shops and like load up more than I could on a regular bike. Have you used Trek Rail e-bike? It's super fast. So when it comes to e-bikes, they have a speed limit on them. So this idea of like one super fast compared to another, it might be so, but if you buy your bike at a legitimate establishment, it's going to have speed limits imposed on it, and unless you're going to override those, there are ways to do it. I haven't done it on mine. I considered doing it at one point. Oh yeah, that's part of the redstone there, isn't it? Yeah. Am I looking at this right? Yeah, what I've missed is that block one out here needs to be one. There we go. In the UK, the legal assist limit is 16 miles per hour. I thought it was 15, but yeah, 16 if not 15. And I ride mine on a regular basis, and if I pedal hard and get up there, I can feel it. I can feel myself taking over from it. Oh boy, something looks wrong all of a sudden. Oh no, it's perfectly right. I just forgot that we also have that there. Okay, then the blocks come out and go across. I have an e-bike so I can scout out campsites. So I don't pull my RV down somewhere and I can't turn around. I see. Sounds nice, out and about exploring the world. It's 15.5. There you go. I was told, when I brought it, I was pretty sure I was told 15. Maybe they couldn't be bothered to say it's 15 and a half, Right, next up, I'm pretty sure... Oh yeah, we've got to still build all of this down here, so... Juggling. I want to convert my bike to an e-bike. Then if you're tired or whatever, you have the assist. Don't always have to use the power. Yeah. You'll add weight to the bike by converting it though. You have to carry the battery around, and the battery's heavy. But it really is. It's really about like where you go and use it, right? Like if you want to do exercise and cycle around the local area, and you know you're never that far from your house, probably not worth it. But if you're trying to achieve a lot, maybe carrying goods on the bike, maybe going into rough terrain, or you're going to be out for long stretches at a time, then yeah, maybe consider the e-bike. I do love exploring, says Bob Luga. Me too. I hope to do something like that one day. I'd love the idea of doing like a long extended trip with something like an RV. Right, more pistons are required, right? There's a nice option you saw on the Fully Electric YouTube channel, but you can't remember the name of it. Got ya. I think I'm going to use a rocket again to get up there. Right, we pretty much sussed this out though, right? Like, I'm not sure if I want to build all of this. There was some other stuff I wanted to do today. I'll have a look at my list, but I'm not sure if I just want to power through and finish this off, or do something else as well at the moment. Yeah, like some of these blocks are in my way right now, so I'm going to be getting rid of them. So when we next fill this thing up, it's just going to come all the way up the top there. Can you explain the need for target blocks here? It is to power the pistons. Yep, that'll power. Wait. That only powered the top ones, right? We're missing a piece of redstone dust. Oh boy. Oh boy. So yeah, what I really want to do is take out all the copper that's been pushed up one side. So when I put more copper into this machine, it'll be good to go. But the thing is, it's all back there now, and that's all done. So we can just focus on going forward. It is really strange that, like, you've got this 4-for-1 option with the copper blocks for this particular texture. I don't know why Mojang left that in the game. Did I test the modules already? Bottom pistons might be quasi-powered by the top line. Yeah, we tested it. I believe they are quasi-powered. I want to go through that gap. If I do this... Yeah. They are quasi-powered. But... it is concerning that these ones get powered. In theory, like... If this block is here and it gets pushed down, it might be the quasi-state that actually gets it to push out. Like, it might be a case of it could almost run off of just the top part of the redstone. But either way, this is going to power it, but more importantly, then it unpowers it. So, I don't think it's an issue. It's a curious thing, though. It's there, but I don't think the timing's going to disrupt it at all. And we did test it, so we know it doesn't. Although we didn't test it with like a full set of blocks, but I guess maybe that's worth doing. Well, I don't have the copper blocks up here. Should really bring those with me. This ain't needed anymore, is it? Random question, how do you get the icons on your shulker boxes? That is a mod. That is a mod to help me keep organised. Whoa! Right, so if we have... where do they go when they're ready to be pushed? They go underneath. these pistons here, which I haven't placed yet. Let's go back and test it on that one then. There's my ender pearl. Whoops. Seems to work. You could maybe argue with like things being pushed around, there might be a bit more of an issue. If there is, oh, I mean, how much more? Actually, I can do it. I can do. If I go over to that one, that's harder to test, isn't it? I really don't want to fill this platform up, but we might have to. What do you reckon? Peeps, do you reckon it's good? I think it's good. It's hard to see it having much more of an issue. If anything blocks the moving, would cause the quasi state being protected, so you might want to actually check feeding the machine. Oh, but it's such a pain. Such a pain. Is that the right way to go? No, there would not be blocks there, basically. Get all of these in place. Okay. Let's go get an observer here too. Right. Sounds good, doesn't it? Moments later, another one will come through. Seems fine to me. I don't think there's any cause for concern. I mean, it is a little bit concerning that there's a quasi-powered state there, but it doesn't seem to get in the way of anything. Alright, we're good. Better safe than sorry. Always, yeah. I don't know, it's just, if something did break it, it would probably be something happening out of the ordinary that we're not testing right now. And as far as I've seen, like, this machine, since I've been using it, has not done anything, like, really weird, if you know what I mean. It's all behaved pretty much as you would expect. So I ain't that concerned. Bogdan, we haven't updated to 1.21. Okay, so when we build this, I think what we decided is we're going to put in these bits first, yeah. It's always just going to be slow and messy, isn't it? So where did we set off from? Oh, I'm on the wrong side, of course I am. Right, there's a block there. Then there's one down at this level, I believe. And then there's one over to the side. And there's even one here. That's the block that has the torch on it. We're good, we're good. So now you want 2 facing down. Redstone goes in. Go back to this bit so we can go up. Repeater. And then up. And that's it. Except that's not it. Wait, how did I do it last time? Come out on this side, okay. Yeah, if you look at how we wired up that, like the redstone was directly on top of it. Could have maybe have done that with these pistons. Hey, if it ever becomes a problem, we know there's a pretty easy way to solve it, so no need to worry, I think. No need to worry. What kind of machine is it going to be? Copper aging, copper aging. Fully auto. Oh, I never finished putting pistons in over here. I guess I ran out, didn't I? So anyway, that's easier to do, but now you got to do the underside bit. So I guess it's good that I did it that way around. The Ponis says, you've been watching for years and it's nice to say hi. Oh, thank you for coming in and saying hi. Thank you for watching for so many years as well. It's awesome. Yeah, I've been doing this a long, long time, haven't I? A long old time. Somehow there's still just endless stuff to do in this game. It's ridiculous. Right, now that we know what we're doing, I think I'm going to stick at this for a little while longer. Get the rhythm of it in my head. Talky topics in chat. What's on your mind? Got any questions? Since automated pumpkin and melon farm back in beta 1.8. I mean, that's the beginning, isn't it? Do you like the new blocks? Yeah, they're alright. They're alright. What is it? Tough and copper blocks? I don't think anything too game-changing. Tough is really great. Tough is really nice. And obviously the copper is very similar to what we already had. So the new additions are good, but the update as a whole feels kind of like a bit more of a refined update compared to some other ones that they've done. Way more focused. Not quite as broad, let's say. What's the point of the tough blocks, says True Potato? What's the point of any block? Building. What do I think should be the focus of the next update? The inventory. I think they should redo the inventory system. Basically, 1 to 1.17 to 1.21 could be 2 or 3 updates. I don't agree with that, no. There are too many of these videos out there of like, I made this mod in 2 weeks and, you know, hyper-cutting through loads of stuff that they show you, but it's a mod, you know, it's not the real game. It's code that's just been supplanted on top of the actual engine. And is it hold up to the same standards by millions and millions of players? Nope. It's created this impression that, you know, developing is like ridiculously easy and Mojang are lazy and can't be bothered with it. Do I have any advice for people who want to become content creators? Yeah. What content do you want to create? If you know the answer to that question, it's like, oh man, I've got to make videos about this thing that I love. Then go for it. Make those videos. But if you just want to be a content creator for the sake of it, oh boy. Do not sign yourself up for this job. It is, if your heart's not in it, in the content you're creating, it is a very time-demanding job. Okay, that's actually supposed to be 1 block lower. There we go. Would be cool if an inventory update and an end update. Most of the stuff with inventory management came to the game with the end. I think doing both at once would be a bit messy. As a data scientist, I appreciate the work that goes into game development from a code perspective. Cool. Plugins are not easy, says the Eponus. Well, I said mods, not plugins. I don't know what classifies plugin, but with modding, you're just sort of layering your code on top of the existing game. And if you're developing the actual game, you know, you're developing features for it that are in the heart of the game's code, you know. Mods, extensions, plugins, they're all synonymous, but maybe, like a mod on Java won't be the same as like an expansion pack. That's not what they're called, an add-on or one on Marketplace, because mods are very third-party on Java, and on the Marketplace they're very built-in and supported. So there are different types, right? Do you think Bedrock and Java will ever be one? I don't. I don't think that's going to happen. Even thought of making your own games, says Nahamra. Absolutely. I've got a couple of new games in the pipe works. I've made some in the past. Right, where are we going? I wanted to get some target blocks. Okay, pistons, probably going to need more eventually, so grab some now. What's my favourite food? Says Bionade. I'm going to say salad. That's what I'm eating later today. Lately, I think that my most favourite thing to eat is salad, and it's just like the versatility of it. You can just chuck all sorts of different veggies and a bit of cheese and meat in there and make it real nice. Plus, they take an age to eat. Like some food, it's like gone. It's gone before you know what's happened. Wait, did I just eat that? I like food that takes a bit of time to eat, so you can sit down and enjoy it. Get under here. What is my preferred lettuce type? I use rocket most of the time. Rocket or spinach as my like base leaf. I'm afraid Microsoft will eventually force Java MC to be discontinued in favor of Bedrock. Those fears have been around for over 10 years since Microsoft bought the game. And all they've ever done is continue to develop both of them. And people still get worried about it and stuff. So I'm saying, probably not. Oh! Oh! Oh, down we go. How many countries would I say I've visited? Probably at least, or around 20, I think. Bit of a guess. Sounds about right. Maybe more like 15 to 20, I think. Somewhere around there. How do you feel about the Minecraft Bedrock Marketplace? Will this become a Java thing or just a cash grab? I mean, the Marketplace has been around for so long. It is what it is. I mean, some of the content on there feels a little bit cash grabby. Other stuff, there's some decent stuff on there as well, if you know where to look. Okay, let's get building this bit then. Do I have any plans to decorate this witch hut area, says Zuko's alone? I did originally want to enclose the bit with the portal and make it feel more like a spot to visit. I might do that, but the thing is, like, with these projects is that you get, like, quite a lot of steam when you start them, and then when they're finished, functionally speaking, you run out of that steam. So there's loads of things and places to go on the server, things I could do, where I could decorate and build, and unfortunately, like, the desire to do something up there isn't that strong, and then it just becomes like a thing you could do in this list that never ends of like, oh, I could go here and build that, and I could go here and build this. And so as much as I originally wanted to, it ends up feeling more like, I don't know, just something to do on a rainy day. So if we have a rainy day, then maybe, but it's definitely not top of my priority list. And you know, you end up kind of moving on to the next thing, and then that comes with a whole bunch of other stuff you could be doing. Very typical experience to have. Did I? Okay, I didn't place those blocks all the way out to the edge. Yeah, I know not to do that. Okay then. Sometimes you just want like a tiny little jump boost. Wait, am I over here? I'm over here. Do you make your own salad dressing, or what do you buy? I don't use salad dressing. Usually, like, some of the juice that comes off the meat, or sometimes I use like a bit of mayo. But generally, I avoid salad dressing. But you do need a little bit of like something liquidy. I'm trying to think of what it usually is. I like to buy these salad topper little boxes that will have like olives and cheese and sun-dried tomatoes in, and sometimes they've got like a bunch of oily juice, and you just pour that in and mix it around, and it gives everything a little extra kick. But I don't actually like use salad dressing otherwise. Good old lemon. Oh, I've not tried squeezing a lemon on before. That could probably help a little bit, yeah. Favorite way to eat eggs? With my mouth. Definitely with my mouth. Tried doing it with my ears once. Oh, that was horrible, that was. Never again. Most of the time I just boil them and then crack the shells and chuck them in a salad or something. I really like pickled eggs. Pickled eggs are awesome. In fact, eggs pretty much anyway. I like making an omelette. The key to a good omelette, peeps, I'll let you in some fine culinary secrets right here. Key to a good omelette is to crack the eggs. Alright? Trust me. Next time you make an omelette, crack the eggs first. You'll thank me. You'll thank me big time. No, the key is the cheese. Like, if you try some of those more foreign, or air quotes exotic cheeses, like, there's lots of different types of cheese, right? Try omelettes with different types of cheese, and you might find something that really kicks. Like, there's this German cheese. I don't know what its proper name is, because they just refer it to... Oh, what was that? There's, like, continental German cheese. But it mixes so nice with the egg, and just gives it a wild, like, different flavour to what you're used to. Sour cream. Oh, I do like a little bit of sour cream. Shells are extra calcium, though. Are they? Don't know about that. Okay. Try pronouncing the cheese name, and I'll try to transcribe it. German cheese. That's what I said. They call it German cheese, right? Therefore, I'm at an, you know, like, sometimes you get these meat platters and they'll tell you what's on them, like salami or chorizo or whatever. And sometimes they just say continental platter, and they could be a mix of both meats and cheese, right? So sometimes you get German continental platter. Doesn't tell you what the cheese is. Sometimes you just buy German cheese and that's all it says. So I can't help you there. We don't call it German cheese in Germany. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Bavarian smoked. Wouldn't know because it's called German cheese. I don't know how I can make this more clear. You pick it up at the shop, you read what's written on it, and it just says German cheese. Right? That's what it says. That's why I don't know what it's called other than German cheese. Generic German. It's just generic German. Whatever that is. Okay, let's try and get rid of some of this scaffolding as we make our way back. Yeah, I literally can't be more specific. Grab all of that. Does the Chinese speak German? No, just the cheese speak German. The Chinese. Like, what? What are you talking about now? Does the cheese speak German? Hopefully not. Not a fan of talking cheese, me. There's one extra piston there. I'll forgive myself for that. And there. Okay, I cannot forgive myself for two, though. That's just straight up silly at this point. I think I'm going to, well, sleep in the bed and then grab this stuff. To be fair, in America, we call American cheese American cheese. Yeah, I don't like American cheese. That like thin, is it cheese, is it not slice. I really enjoyed eating in New York City. I gotta say that, but there's some stuff in American cuisine that's just like a bit ugh. And that cheese is probably some of it. It's watered down cheese, yeah. It's a bit disgusting. Do you like American The Office? I do like the American Office. Don't know if that's what you're asking though. Donna Bart has gifted a sub to German cheese. Well done. Well done, good sir. Thanks for supporting the community. The cheese community. The German part of it. Thank you for doing that, my dude. Oh. That was necessary. Germans have cheeses too, don't forget, people. Germans have cheeses too. Ah! Right, where's the one over the edge? It's like, I'm in like the wrong place to get it as well. So awkward. Everything about building this has been kind of awkward. Germans believe cheese died for their sins. Jesus, I read it different now. Jesus died for their sins. Got ya. What else was on my list of things to do today? Oh, that, yeah. I gotta admit, I think I was overly optimistic when I thought I'd be doing more than just building this. But considering how long it took me to build the bottom, why did I not think this would take less time? I don't know. I'll tell you a joke about cheese, but it's too mature. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. The other thing on my list, by the way, was to fix the witch farm. Something broke it, and I'm not really that keen on going in and fixing it because, well, it's going to be an absolute pain. We'll see if we can do it, though. First of all, we probably need to fly up top and turn it on. That's job one. I also really don't want witches to be inside of it, you know. I don't have an axe, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Kind of want to let the light in. Oh, I didn't do that at all, did I? Got that totally wrong. I guess we can use torches in there. Yeah, we're safe, we're safe. Until you hear some then you're in trouble. Right. Can't see over here either. Let's see, let's see. That strikes me. Okay. Oh, and it sorted itself out. Brilliant. Oh, well, that's good. That's easier than I remember. Just put it on that block. And off it goes. except I put it on the wrong block. Well, I feel quite happy now. I thought this was going to be an absolute pain. Come on, be kind to us here. Oh, lovely. First time. Dude, there is no way I fixed it that quick. Well, feel pretty chuffed with that. Pretty chuffed. That was on my list of things to do today. If only they were all like that. Just bang it out in a couple of seconds. Bang, bang, bang. Right. Need more of this stuff. Chuffed to bits even. Chuffed to bits. That's the one. SOT music? It is not SOT music. It is RA2 music. Oh. Don't you know your letters and numbers? Jeez. SO2 music. Clearly it's got the R and the A. Wow, Redstone Sumer is quick today. Fly machines are a pain sometimes. They were the last few times I remember going and repairing those. I don't know why that was so quick. Is that right? No, it's not. I'm starting in the wrong place, aren't I? That's helpful. That's helpful. But we get there eventually. There is starting to be a little bit of that like reflexive memory now. That's why it's good to do a few of these in a row. Gonna get the rhythm for it then. If I start over here, this scaffolding might just end up being in a way more useful position. Okay, let's go fill this in. Kuro says, I'm sorry, Mr. Sumo, I'll do better next time. You better do better. Oh, it's full streaming. The playlist just ended. That seems like ominous timing, if you ask me. Ah, False is live. Right, I can place these blocks at another point in time, can't I? Let's go put all of this in here. Whoops, not that. Just the stuff we're using for the project. Like all the copper blocks. And all of those copper blocks. And I'll leave that redstone box here, but not the other one. That'll get put away. Remember, we're sorting all of our items out back at the base. Alright, we need to go find False. He's up to some river business, I think. How did I get into Redstone, says Zoe? I got into Redstone when I first started playing the game over 12 years ago. Just by using it. You gotta get into that little creative world and put all those redstone pieces out in front of you and start putting them together. Making them do stuff. It's the only way. He's near our base. Thanks. River business, you have my attention, but now you have my curiosity. Oh, False has got a river business, right? So, somewhere around here, or anywhere where there's a river, which narrows it down immensely. Let's try that again. Still got the same preview. See what Twitch does here. Right, I think False is in her base or a storage area or something. Let's head downwards, maybe. Where is
I hear
False?
someone. Hello.
There, see? Hello?
Hello.
False!
Hello. I'm in. Why are you down there?
I'm here to bring you my people.
You're here to bring the people.
Yeah, they're
Well,
curious about your river business. Ah! Found you.
Hi. Oh, one moment. Let me get the rivers then. One moment. If they're curious.
Get the rivers. Just, you got some in a box.
No, in the briefcase.
In the briefcase. Look, it's dripping. How is the river project going at the moment?
Good. I've just started doing some neighborhood bits on the river.
Nice, nice.
Because it's not very exciting right now. But basically making them deeper and putting some custom blocks in the bottom rather than just stone.
Cool, cool. Where's this double river that I've heard about? Ren was going on about.
Oh, the double-decker river. It's not been done yet.
Oh, okay.
It'll be soonish.
Cool. All right, I was looking forward to that. So which
I'll
one are you working on today?
The neighborhood one. I was about to work at Paralysis, actually.
That's so many. There's so many in the neighborhood.
Yeah, there are.
Well, I guess my people will find out when they come over to you, False.
Yeah, to get all the big business info, you got to come over here.
Exactly.
But thank you, X. What have you
no
been
problem.
working on?
Right. So I've got the copper permit, right?
Ooh, yeah, I saw that.
And I want to bring copper to the hermit, so I want to bring it to the masses. So I've got the copper farm that pumps out all the copper blocks. That's great. Now I've got to age them, and I'm actually finding my way to a contraption that is going to age all of the blocks and mine them for you in like a continuous process. So think AFK farm. You leave your computer running, and when you come back, there's going to be aged copper blocks in a chest.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like next level.
You know me. I need copper.
You're a top customer.
Yeah.
I'm going to reward my top customers as well. I've got an idea for my shop that's going to come with rewards. But I'll keep that secret for now.
Sounds good. Yeah. No one heard that. No,
yeah, we can trust chat. They're not going to tell anyone.
I don't know what you mean. They're not listening in on this conversation.
No, they're not listening at all. We're not live.
No.
Anyway, I'm gonna get on top of that, and the shop will be up and running before long, and it'll all be good. So.
Sounds great. Are you still in stock right now? I know you said that.
Yep, there's stock over there. I've got plenty of stock now, so if you need anything, it's sitting in the chest waiting for you.
Cool. I probably will go grab some of them. Thank you.
Thank you for your. Oh, why can I never think of the word patronage? What's the other word for like being a customer and buying stuff?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure there's another word for it, but I can never remember it. Thanks for being a customer, False. There we go. Right, I'll send my people over to you, False. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Right, chat. As you know, I'm sending you over there next. I've got False's stream on my other screen, so hopefully the raid will work this time. Yeah, that's it. Thank you ever so much for watching today's stream. Hope you were entertained and enjoyed it. And stick around for more Hermitcraft action. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.